Okay, Rich Fan Tassel with you. Today is Sunday, April 17th, 2016. The first of today's games was just completed. The Cleveland Cavaliers won 106 to 101 over the Detroit Pistons to take a 1-0 series lead. Now, it was essentially 106-99. Reggie Jackson got an uncontested layup at the buzzer that meant nothing. In this game, Detroit had the lead at halftime. They were leading 58 to 53. In the second half, Cleveland outscored them 53 to 43 to win by 5. Now, what was interesting in this game, again, we discussed this when we did the breakdown of the playoffs and for this series. I think Detroit is a very similar team to Cleveland personnel-wise. When you look at the roster, I think the guys that they have are very similar, such as Tobias Harris compared to LeBron James. Now, I'm not saying Tobias Harris is the same type of, or the same caliber of player as LeBron James, but he's the same type of player, very similar. Marcus Morris is very similar to Kevin Love. Again, Kevin Love is a better player, but they are very similar guys, Reggie Jackson and Kyrie Irving. And I think Caldwell Pope is very similar to guys like Iman Shumpert and J.R. Smith, whoever's getting time. Now, what was interesting here is Cleveland seemed to downsize in this game. I thought they didn't come out with a certain amount of ferocity and fervor, or whatever term you want to use, and that's what allowed Detroit to stay around. Again, they're two teams that are very similar, so if Cleveland is going to lower their caliber of play, it's going to allow Detroit to stick around, and that's what happened. Detroit played hard. Stan Van Gundy is a damn good coach. We know this. But that's certainly what happened. But Cleveland was able to downsize, and they had Kevin Love playing 5 most of the time. He had an outstanding game, 28 points, 13 rebounds. They started Tristan Thompson. I was expecting Timothy Mozgov to get the start. He only got 5 minutes. Thompson, again, is a monster on the glass. We discussed it. I put him on my all-reserve team. Andre Drummond only had 13 points and 11 rebounds in this game. So they were able to hold him in check, and Tristan Thompson did a good job. Mozgov only logged 5 minutes, so it was very interesting that Cleveland did that. I figured that that would be the one way they would allow Detroit to stick around in this series, would be downsizing, because Andre Drummond is where Detroit has their only advantage. I would say Andre Drummond is better than both Tristan Thompson or Timothy Mozgov. Similar players, yes, as we discussed the same thing with Harris, Markieff Morris, and Reggie Jackson, where they're all similar to their counterparts, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and LeBron James. They're lesser caliber players. Andre Drummond is very similar to a Timothy Mozgov, a little different than Tristan Thompson, but still similar in a sense, but Andre Drummond is superior. So that is where Detroit had the advantage, and they couldn't really take advantage of the fact that Cleveland downsized, and it's really interesting. I think this was the one game Detroit had their best chance of winning. I still think they're good enough, and they certainly play hard enough that they'll still probably get one at home, but a game like this, you come out and you have Cleveland napping in game 1 and clearly not coming out of the gate sharp. It's not that they were unsharp, they just didn't seem focused, and they were playing down to their opponent. So we'll see how the rest of the series goes, but this could have been Detroit's only chance, and they might have let one slip away. But you got to give them credit. You can tell they're well coached, you can tell they're resilient, and for how young they are, they certainly didn't give Cleveland anything and didn't make it easy for them at all. Let's just check it out. And LeBron James, he dropped 22 tonight and 11 assists, so he was great. But you know, you keep LeBron James the 22 points, you have a chance. But again, 11 assists, that's 22. He doubled up, or he got the same amount of points through assists as he did scoring the ball. So very interesting to see. So that's it. 106-101. Cleveland Cavaliers take game 1 of the series. Up next, we have Charlotte in Miami. So when that game is over, we will be breaking that down and giving you the video for that one. Tonight, the Portland Los Angeles Clippers game. I don't think I'll stay up to. I got to get up early tomorrow. I would expect Memphis and San Antonio. I will give you a recap of that. Portland and Los Angeles. We will give you the breakdown of that game tomorrow. And Memphis and San Antonio might not even be that close. We'll have to see. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much.